If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Guys, before we get started with the video, if you guys have any of the maxed versions of some of these evolution cards, especially if they are an upgrade that is a direct upgrade, for instance, someone like Memphis Depay, and you guys have these cards on PC, be sure to message me at inceptionxx on Instagram. And if you guys want to help out with a review, I could do the reviews that way, okay? Let's get into the video. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Sorry, this one's a little bit later because we had to do the videos for Bellingham as well as Vidic. I'm gonna see if I can get Correa. Correa is like really cheap on the market right now because he's like 190k, I think. So we'll see if we can get our hands on him. But for now, guys, we are gonna be talking about the new evolutions for Centurions. The first one is going to be Centurions attacking mid, and then the next one is going to be the Centurions striker. Okay, so right now we have a bunch of cards that are right now just trending when it comes to popularity of the selections you could potentially go with, right? So a couple of the top ones that you guys are going to see here is obviously going to be Memphis Depay. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for this year's game, there are so many different links to work with when it comes down to the Atletico Madrid players. With Depay, it's going to be no difference because it's going to be a person who has 5-star skills. So by default, this is going to be an interesting card for a lot of people, right? With Memphis Depay, on a hunter chemistry style, you're looking at someone that's going to have pace, that's going to have the shooting capabilities. His dribbling is not necessarily going to be in the best area, but if you use a card like this in specific ways, it's still going to be usable. Why? Because he has technical, he has flair, he has first touch, he's got Trivela, he's got rapid, a bunch of very good play styles to work with. Now, obviously, with a card like this, you kind of hope for a potential improvement in the future on that hunter chemistry style, base card stats for dribbling being higher, or you know, even in the future, if you can give him like a nice little hawk chemistry style, that would be kind of crazy. So you can see that there's only one way of unlocking this card, which is just the direct Memphis Depay rare gold card all the way to the Centurions striker. The next one we have here is going to be João Pedro. João Pedro is a card that trends quite a bit because with this card, as of right now, you could technically unlock him, but you would either have to pay with FIFA points or with coins, because what you would do is you would get the Trailblazer striker first and then Centurions attacking mid, and you would be able to essentially do a double upgrade on João Pedro, right? So for a lot of people, it's an interesting variable to work with on him just in case he gets the improvements in the future. For the people that cannot get the RTTK version of the card. So it's like a cheaper version that doesn't have the skill moves. Honestly, playing this game without the skill moves is a little bit annoying unless you have, you know, certain play styles you can work with. Like for instance, Iago Aspas has the finesse shot plus, which is a huge variable to work with. With João Pedro, I feel like he would still be decent in game, but obviously with the improvements on the card, you kind of hope for that in the future as well, right? But yeah, João Pedro could be an interesting choice for sure. Again, upgrading from a Trailblazer striker to a Centurion striker would not be a horrible choice. Tell is a little bit shaky. Reason being for this is because I don't know how many people actually put a Welcome to Evolutions on Tell and then a Trailblazer striker and then a Centurion striker. I think for a card like this, again, probably going to be mostly a sentimental person for some people because reactions is on the lower side, right? You could technically give him like a marksman chemistry style, right? But you're gonna be missing a few things here and there when it does come down to the meta. Like, to be fair, I have not seen this card one time in a person's team just yet, and I don't think it's going to change too much with the Trailblazer striker being transferred over to the Centurion striker as well. Alvarez, this one I could see maybe a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I can see a little bit on this one because with the Founders Evolution version of Alvarez, what you were unlocking was a card who has the 4-star skill moves and the 5-star weak foot. Now look at how hilarious this is from EA's side, okay? So if you chose the Founders Evolution version of this card, right? And you're gonna upgrade it to the Centurion striker, look at this card in comparison to the SBC version, right? The SBC version is obviously going to be improved in multiple areas in regards to passing, defending, and all that kind of stuff, right? So for people that want essentially a cheaper version of Alvarez that could potentially improve even further in the future, this is going to be an option to work with as well, right? Because they actually gave him the 5-star weak foot on this card. If you go to the Trailblazer version of it, he has the 4-star weak foot. And I'll tell you guys this right now, that when it comes to shooting capabilities, a 5-star weak foot is a huge variable to work with when it comes to finishing, okay? So with a card like this, giving him a Hunter chemistry style could obviously be a very decent choice to work with. He's got the 5'7" height, the high work rates. He is lacking in certain things, obviously, but for a card for people that unlocked the Founders Evolution version of it and now can get the Centurion Striker for basically free, right? Centurion Striker is basically free. It's not necessarily a horrible upgrade, right? What else we got here? So we got João Felix, who is the other choice as well. I think João Felix can definitely be a very cool option to work with in the beginning, because obviously with the improvements on a card on a Hunter chemistry style, boosting the pace, boosting the shooting is definitely going to be a very ideal thing, because this card is going to have 5-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. I still feel like his left stick is going to feel a little bit strange, especially on this card, unless he gets the upgrade in the future, because he's still a 5'11" player with that certain cutoff when it comes to height and the way that these cards dribble in game, right? So in his case, he's got the unique body type, but João Felix does always feel a certain way, right? So by the ways, guys, with these types of cards, right, you always have to look into potential improvements in the future. With João Felix, he hasn't received a card yet, and if they did give him a card in the future, it would probably be a very expensive card. Now, a big reason why people are looking into this bad boy is because not necessarily because of the Atletico Madrid links, but it's more so the Barcelona links with the Founders Evolution, right? So they would just upgrade a card like this, put him towards the Barcelona club, and then hope for an upgrade in the future, right? So it wouldn't necessarily be bad there either. What else do we got here? We have Girassi. This is probably better than the Player of the Month, right? It is better than Player of the Month. Okay. See, here's the thing with this card, right? This card is actually not poorly formatted for the most part, because if you give him an engine chemistry style, pace will be in a decent area. See, the thing is that I wouldn't even give him an engine chemistry style. I'd probably give him a finisher to boost the finishing as much as possible, as well as agility, balance, and dribbling to make the card as usable as possible, right? Because with this card, the way to improve it is from the Trailblazer upgrade, which I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think is kind of dumb. Like they should have. Is there like another version of it? Because you should have been able to put the Player of the Month into it as well. You know what I'm saying? But Trailblazer, get the card off the market and then sell and then upgrade it. I guess it's extinct. Okay, it is extinct on the market. Look at that. All right, so Kang-in Lee. Giyu is definitely going to get this card for sure. That's his boy right there. 4-star, left-footed player. Dribbling feels a certain way. A lot of these guys are like very physical oriented with the way that they kind of like dribble and stuff, but he's 5'8" with a medium. 4-star. I might be able to get this one from Giyu. This one, it looks like a very interesting card, especially on that Hunter chemistry style as well. 4-star, left-footed. He's got dead ball, technical, incisive pass, ping pass, long ball pass. A couple of interesting stuff to work with for sure. A couple of interesting stuff. Olga Carmona. This is for Centurion first, then Centurion upgrade. Okay. That's for Centurion upgrade. Centurion striker. Talishka. Well, the biggest variable with Talishka is if you got the Founders Evolution. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think a lot of people did do the Founders Evolution version of Talishka. I don't think so. I think a lot of it was usually like Danjuma. It might have been Havertz too. Let's see Havertz. Yeah, Kai Havertz is definitely going to be one of them too. For sure. He's 100% going to be one of them. Centurion Striker. What is the improvements for Centurion Striker? Let's see. Okay, so the improvements is win 5, score 5, win 10, score 5, and score at least 1 goal using your Evo player, and 5, play 5 rivals or champions matches using your Evo. Okay, so it's not like scoring goals, because I used to hate when they did like the scoring goals part. But yeah, if you just play your FUT Champs qualifying, basically, you could just put the card into that and then upgrade him that way. Because for a lot of people who are in the higher divisions for rivals, they're not going to want to use a Havertz at the top, right? But with the upgrade on the card for Centurion Striker, he does look significantly better, to be fair. I think a lot of people will look at this card and be like, oh, he's like very physical oriented. I could see him being okay to use, to be honest. I could see him being pretty decent to use, maybe. It just depends. It just depends. Hunter, chemistry style, Centurion, striker. If I use them as one of 2 strikers, especially with the 5-star weak foot, that would be a pretty huge variable to work with as well. For sure, for sure. Alexander Isak, what's the improvements for this? Okay, so just a straight up upgrade for him. That's pretty decent. 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot on the card. Formatted for probably a Hunter chemistry style too, I would say. As of right now, probably in the future improve it to something else. He has a 5-star weak foot. See, the 5-star weak foot would be big because then you would improve the finishing and the shot power of the card as well. So that would be pretty solid, actually, because a 5-star weak foot for the finishing is really nice. Rapid Flare, Quick Step, Trivella as well. Some pretty solid traits to work with. He's going to be like an R-Trigger Merchant, basically. So wouldn't necessarily be too bad there. Gnabry, I'm not like crazy invested in Gnabry, honestly. I didn't really like the rare gold version that much personally. With the Centurion striker, I guess it'll be like a more usable version of him in the Bundesliga teams, but I'm not heavily invested in him. Alessandrini is a player. Does he still play in the Chinese league? Where does he play? Oh, I guess he does, yeah. Alessandrini, I could see being pretty solid, to be fair. He's also formatted for the Hunter because of the finishing being at an 88. But this really depends on whether or not you put Welcome to Evolutions for him, which I highly doubt people did. So the only way that you can improve the card is up until an 85, I believe. Yes, because you would have to use Welcome to Evolutions first to upgrade the card in that way, but this one is going to be just Trailblazer Striker first, and then Centurion Striker afterwards. So, yeah. Chinese League as well. I guess it depends if people want to do that too. What else we got here? Alessandrini, Tell again, Huang. Let's see Huang's card. Nottingham Forest, 5-star weak foot, Centurion Striker. Centurion Sharpshooter first, and then Centurion Striker afterwards. See, this one's a little bit shaky because I think a lot of people would probably get Huang over this card. They're both Huang, but you guys know which Huang I'm talking about. The one from Wolves. It'd be kind of a cool variable to get both cards, but you obviously can't, right? With Huang, you can only do the one. The Huang card, you can only do the one, but he had a Welcome to Evolutions that people just can't use, right? Which is basically like, this is the 87 rated version, which would be the highest, but you would have to have Welcome to Evolutions. So with this card, it would have to be like an 86 rated for you to kind of use all that as well. So yeah, this one is not too bad. If you ended up choosing that, I highly doubt people did, to be honest. Oh, Ferran Torres. Oh, it's just the rare gold. Okay, because I remember him being a Founders, that's why. And people actually did do the Founders version of the card. Centurion Striker for Ferran Torres. 80s for dribbling. I mean, I think people are going to avoid that a little bit. Oh, look, they did a card for me. Look at that. Centurions attacking mid. We have to check out these ones afterwards as well. Hunter chemistry style probably on that bad boy. Yeah, it's mostly a Centurion striker that's like trending right now. So we'll just keep that one as the main one for now. What else do we got here? So Tell, Wilson, Alvaro for Real Madrid. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. 80 dribbling though. Welcome to Evolutions first. Oh, dude, when they do Welcome to Evolutions, it just kills you a little bit to not be able to get the max version, you know? Lukaku, oh, for the physical type dudes, if they like that. Anthony Martial. Is that a straight up upgrade too? Oh, Welcome to Evolutions again. Oh, they get you with it, eh? Oh, Fabio Silva. Trailblazer striker into a Centurion striker. Okay, we're talking a little bit more with this card. We are talking a little bit more. He's still physical oriented though, but on an engine chemistry style could actually be usable. 3-star weak foot though. Definitely want that to be improved in the future. So the grind for this one would be Trailblazer striker first and then Centurion striker afterwards. Okay, so that's not too bad there. I don't mind that one too much. Ferguson, Girassi, Vlahovic. Oh, Vlahovic. Is it from Founders? Nope. As well, it's not going to be from Founders as well. Centurion striker from the rare gold version. All right, all right. Trossard, Ricardo Horta. Ricardo Horta from what? Ooh. Ooh. If only we knew, you know what I'm saying, boys? If only we knew that it would be like this. If only. 3-star skills though. Definitely want the improvement on that. Needs improvements in the future as well. You know what? This card is one upgrade away from being pretty decent. Because if I can give him an engine chemistry style in the future, and then they improve his skill moves to be at a 4-star while working with a high work rates, with really good playstyles, it's got potential, man. This card has got potential for sure. What else we got here? João Pedro, Xerxes again. And that's pretty much it, guys, for the most part. Yeah, some people might get like... It doesn't Richarlison have a Founders as well? Or was something with him. I forget what it was. It was a Founders as well, yeah. It's weird when they do the Founders the whole situation with Founders. These are the ones here. I'm curious about this one. So this one, let me see what the other one was. No, Relentless Swinger was nice. So that one's chalked. This one is the example in game though. The Gonzalo Ramos card. But from what though? 85. Is this wrong? Because in the game it says 86. Is this wrong? This says 86. Can I not get 86? Oh, it looks like I can't. Anywho, oh, this is from the Inform upgrade. No, you have to search the Inform one and then the Evolutions. There it is. Yes. Yes. Centurion Striker for this one. Again, mostly for people that are doing sentimental value, I would say. For this one, definitely sentimental value. So what else do they have here? So if we do this, does it refresh to something else? No, it does not. What if I back out? Does this refresh again? Let's see. Refresh to somebody else, my boy. Oh, okay, so it's doing the rest of them now. Okay, cool. So that's Isaac. Let's see what else we got here. So just make sure you check out the Inform version of the card. Lacazette, Pukki, Lazo. Okay. Andreva, Vitinho, Giroud. Sometimes the lower ratings, like, they actually have some pretty decent cards, so that's why I'm looking here, just in case, Brahimi, Kante, Chermiti, David, Lo Celso. I don't see anything too crazy here from the bottom list, right? The top list, yeah, Depay is definitely going to be the most trending for sure. I think he's going to be the one that people get the most, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's now go to Centurions attacking mid. Let's see what we're working with here. I think for a large majority of these cards, they're probably going to be cards that you unlock mainly for sentimental value reasons for now, and then you get the future improvements, because a lot of these cards are not necessarily crazy meta as of right now, right? Because they're pretty low rated in certain areas. So if we go to Harvey Elliott, let's see his price now. Oh, he crashed a lot. Imagine people who invested in that, eh? Yeah, welcome to Evolutions first, Golden Globe Part 2, and then Centurions attacking mid. Like, who would have thought to do that? You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought to do that? So let's see. Brahim Diaz. Let's see Brahim Diaz. With Pacey Winger existing. Welcome to Evolutions as well. A little bit chalked there too. This guy is the one that's trending the most because I think he's just a straightforward upgrade. Yeah, so any of the cards that are straightforward upgrades are going to be the ones that trend the quickest. Centurions attacking mid for Kang and Lee. Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge card for sure. See, here's the thing with Paqueta. So I think some people actually might get this card. I'll tell you guys why, man. Because he's a 5-star player. So upgrading this card for the future is definitely very ideal, because listen, if you could give this card a shadow chemistry style and then you use him as your center mid, because to be honest, he's not formatted for the cam position at all because of his agility, balance, and reaction set up the way that it is. Even if he plays like that IRL, it does not matter in this game. The way that he's formatted is for a shadow. So the reason for you to do a card like this is for that future improvement. I wonder if they still gave him the Trivela. They did. Yeah, they did still give him Trivela. First touch, flare, technical, pings, pass. This is the attacking-oriented center mid, if you were to choose to unlock him. Yeah, that's the attacking-oriented center mid. Tune for this one, Manchester United links, Cam. Ooh, she looks good. She looks good. Manchester United fans will be happy about this one. Oh, but the agility is on the lower side. See, the thing is that I say the agility is on the lower side, but the females, they're a little bit different, man. They're a little bit different because they're smaller, different body types, you know, like from the guys. And again, they're basically Pro Clubs characters. I've mentioned this so many times. But on a Hunter chemistry style, she could be pretty decent. She's a direct upgrade as well, so not necessarily bad there. Flare Plus, not too crazy about Flare Plus, to be honest. Another one would have definitely been more ideal. Chip Shot, Incisive Pass, Technical, Trickster, Trivela, Pings Pass, Long Ball Pass. She looks good for an actual cam, to be fair. Yeah, she looks pretty decent. Carlinhos is a player from Portimonense. Portimonense. Centurions box-to-box midfielder into a Centurions attacking mid. For a 3-star, 5-star player that plays in the Liga NOS on a Hunter chemistry style. Not necessarily terribly formatted. Are people going to give him a Centurions box-to-box midfielder? I highly doubt it, with Llorente existing, to be honest. Definitely wouldn't do that myself, I'll tell you that for free. I think from these ones, it's interesting that some of these cards are more on fire. Like, I think Havertz is like a big Founders card. Right? Centurion Striker. Oh, it's because Centurion Striker. That's right. Okay, so that one's the one that's going to trend more. McAllister for Liverpool fans. Yeah, direct upgrade for him. Liverpool fans will be pretty happy about that. Shadow Chemistry style for that bad boy wouldn't be bad. Machizano. What team do you play for? 4-star, 5-star. Trailblazer Striker into Centurion Striker into Centurion attacking mid. What am I seeing? This card doesn't look bad, actually, on a Hunter. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I don't know how you're going to link him in your team. CSSL. Yeah, I don't know how you're going to link him in your team, to be fair, if you do end up unlocking that card. That's a crazy one. Let's see what else we got here. Ramsey? Let's see Ramsey's card. Box to box, chalked. I think for sentimental value, people will look into that one. Dude, these cards, like, they probably dropped like crazy in price, man. Let's see. 4K to what? 550 coins. That is nuts, man. That is nuts. This card, I don't even know why he exists. Centurions box to box. Oh, no chance there's anybody doing that. This one, some people might have done, to be fair. Manchester United fans for sure would have done that. Shared key, Fabio Vieira. Oh, Nep wants this card for sure, dude. Or I don't even know if he can do this, actually. No, definitely not. Because Welcome to Evolutions first, Golden Glow Up Part 2 afterwards, and then Centurion attacking mid afterwards. What was the upgrade during that time period? Let's see. So if you go... Okay, so it was Golden Glow Up Part 2. I see. So if you ended up doing that, I think Nep probably did do that. For Fabio Vieira, probably. Or no, actually, I think he used it for somebody else. Yeah, I think he used it for somebody else. The meta one for this one is more for like the striker, I would say, over the cam. For sure. Mateus Cunha, Coutinho, 67 pace on him is a little bit low. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Goulart? It's a Real Madrid prodigy. Not a project from Real Madrid, because he came from, I think it was Fenerbahce, but yeah. Hazard. Oh, look, Hazard actually has a card. Palmer has a card too. Yeah, for this side, guys, a lot of it is really down to future improvements. You know what I'm saying? This one's definitely down to future improvements. I'm pretty sure Guy will get this card, so I'll probably be able to get the review off of him for that one. But it does seem like the meta options exist more for the other one. But as of right now, it's more so for potential upgrades in the future for the most part, I would say. But yeah, a couple of decent options. Like Depay is not a horrible one, especially on that Hunter. Left stick is probably going to feel very weird, maybe, depending on how his body type performs in game. But with the 5-star skills, flair, first touch, technical, he's got some pretty decent play styles to work with. So a lot of potential there too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, when it comes down to the meta selections that we have here. I just want to see if I'm missing anybody. Girassi, Kangin, Havertz, Olga, Carmen. I looked at that one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll see if I can get Correa for you guys, okay? Peace out, my dudes. Love you guys.